Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back once again. Yeah, I know it's been a long time, man. I can I jack up my camera, rearranging my room, camera cord hooked up with something, messed up the connector. Had to wait a good little while before I get a new camera, but as you can see, the new camera here, back in full effect again. Ah, yeah, man. Been a long time, but glad to be back. Hope you all still here rocking with me. Excuse me. Yeah, y'all know, like I said, it's scratch all that. Well, y'all doing good. Hope everybody having a good day. Hope all y'all been good. Hope you're ready for Christmas. I know I am not ready for Christmas at all. I bought who I could got gifts so far, but yeah, we still had a rest play so but oh boy, y'all getting the Christmas stuff sorted out. But yeah, let's just jump straight into the video and do some talking because it's been a long, long time. So you get the top 30 most legendary Dragon Ball moments ever. Been a Dragon Ball Z fan from since I can remember myself. Before I even know, before Toonami was even a thing, I was catching Dragon Ball Z like early mornings on TBS or WB, or weekday mornings, not knowing what the show was, but just found it good. And then Toonami came on it. The rest is, but yeah, so yeah, WatchMojo to thank for this compilation. Nah, stop talking to me, just jump straight into the video because I don't know if you all as big Dragon Ball Z fans as me, but Dragon Ball Z has plenty legendary and iconic moments, so it's just 30 out of them. So let's see what's going on. Yeah.
What do you think?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most legendary scenes from across the Dragon Ball series.
I'm sorry, Tien. You're my best friend, always.
Go
Number
Sudre. What
30,
about Mr.
Yamcha Goes Boom. Dragon Ball Z.
Like, I don't know if they call this as a legendary moment or funny. It's legendarily funny. It's a legendary funny. I can like watching growing up, like when you're young, you watch like what is like Yamcha died. Like you've been seeing from Dragon Ball days, even though I was watching Dragon Ball Z before Dragon Ball. Yeah. But to see him die when he was younger, it's like what is like Yamcha died, but then get old and then you realize like bro, you was the Cyberman. I'm not saying I could be the Cyberman, but you was supposed to be like one of the top fighters of the earth. You know what I'm saying? But to be fair, they think they did say that Cybermen had power equal to Raditz. And Goku and Piccolo are trouble with Raditz. So I guess that's a fair defense for Yamcha. Maybe. I sure.
Poor
Still funny though.
Yamcha. He didn't get the girl, didn't win the tournament, and his most memorable moment in the franchise is when he dies.
They L after L, but Yamcha just seems so promising. Well, all of them did at one point.
While no one got through the attack of the Saiyans unscathed, Yamcha didn't even make it to the main course. He died to a freaking Cyberman, a feat so embarrassing it created one of the biggest anime memes of all time.
Kamikaze. No way to defend.
Even if it's for the wrong reasons, every fan recognizes this scene. The pose, the crater, it's been recreated so many times, it'll probably outlive Dragon Ball as a whole. At least Yamcha's got that to be
I think
proud
so.
of. At this point, he really needs a win. Number 29, Kid Goku roars up to Super Saiyan 4, Dragon Ball Daima. It's not easy for a decade-spanning franchise to keep delivering hype moments.
Yeah.
But when the stars
Agreed.
align and Super Saiyan 4 comes out, it's easy to say the outcome is an instant classic.
I still rather the GT version of Super Saiyan 4 over Daimon.
We'd seen Goku go beyond before, but never in his kid form, and never with such immaculate production.
Like the Daimon one don't look bad, but comparing it to GT, no, but GT just look. I don't know, maybe because of the no, even as an adult, the smooth form still ain't it. But GT, they just look menacing, and that was part of the look behind them. They just like OP medicine looking. but eh, eh. And then how the first like halfway on the forearms, I ain't really a big part of that. Let me see. And then they miss the eyes ain't yellow no more. Well, he's Super Saiyan God now, but I don't recall them having the black on it, like the black on the line and whatever.
Values. King Goma had no idea what he was
Okay,
in
it does.
for,
It does. Just
and
the
he
eyes ain't
wasn't
yellow,
alone. It felt like the entire internet was tuning
and
in to see Goku establish
the
yet
cosmetic
again
changes here and
why
there.
he's the best that anime has to offer.
But Diamond was actually good, though. It was good.
That's all before he even threw a punch. The precedent alone was enough to put Daima's final battle on the all-time list. Number 28, Bulma meets Goku. Dragon Ball. Years before they'd fight aliens, androids, and gods, Goku and Bulma were just kids trying to share the road. Only Bulma had a bike and used its speed to handily win their first interaction. It's a good thing Goku's got a thick skull. Outside of Akira Toriyama's incomparable comedic instincts, this scene also deserves praise for effortlessly defining who Goku and Bulma are.
What are you doing? This is for hitting me!
They're two of the most consistent characters in the whole series, and their entire personalities can be summed up in this one moment.
Granted, I watched Dragon Ball Z before I watched Dragon Ball. I already know how strong Goku was. But had I watched this before, because I get what I get, I don't know what happened, but we got Dragon Ball Z first instead of Dragon Ball. I don't know why. But if I'd watched Dragon Ball first and I saw Goku do that, not knowing what Dragon Ball was, I would have tripped right out seeing that scene. I ain't gonna lie.
Actually, you can say that about the tone of Dragon Ball as a whole. To think it all started because Goku didn't look both ways before crossing the streets. Number 27, Zamasu gets Hakkai'd. Dragon Ball Super.
Wait.
He may take too many naps and struggle with serious anger issues, but when Beerus gets serious, it's something to behold.
I'm sorry,
Shoot.
did I get in your way?
Lord Beerus!
Thanks to Whis' nifty time-traveling abilities, the God of Destruction is able to catch the evil Zamasu in the act of killing his master. Once the evidence is presented, Beerus steps up to serve as judge, jury, and executioner. Killing an immortal deity is supposed to be a tough task, unless you're a god like Beerus. Then all it takes is a hand to the face and a Hakkai.
Hakai.
He needed that thing. It's almost was a
Beerus'
fault.
delivery
He
is
needed
absolute perfection. Although seeing the smug
Smug
Kai
it.
finally get a taste of his own medicine is pretty nice too. Number 26, Piccolo fuses with Nail. Dragon Ball Z.
Oi.
With his body spent and his ki
Of
drained,
course.
Nail knew he couldn't protect Namek anymore. Luckily,
I'm not gonna lie, low key, well, I think he was actually the strongest one on that planet. But I like he do good. Man, he going against Frieza. Let's be real. That's Frieza he played. But I mean, still, he only grind good. I ain't gonna lie, he only grind good. But boy, when these two fuse together, what a second there when Piccolo reached Frieza.
that's where Piccolo came in. Nail offered himself up to the Z hero, and the resulting boost in strength is impossible to ignore. Piccolo had already earned himself a reputation as one of the strongest around, but with Nail's power coursing through him, he gets completely swept up in the moment. It's a bit
Yeah, but he's
cheesy
hyped
and
right up.
totally over the top, but
But
damn
yes,
it, you
yes,
can't
yes.
help but love this monologue.
Yes, I'm home.
Home.
I'm alive. This is all a miracle. I'm awake. I'm wide awake. Hang on, Gohan. Here I come.
Piccolo finally gets his moment to shine, not just as a Z-Warrior, but as a real and true Namekian. There's just
Yeah.
no beating that. Number 25,
fight with him and Frieza
10
was
holds
solid, though.
off Cell.
Wait.
Dragon Ball Z. Saiyans, androids, and Namekians can go ahead and step aside. All you need to make yourself a Dragon Ball legend is a tri-beam and a hell of a lot of conviction.
That try beam, that is sick.
Tri-beam!
Gotta give Tien any props inside this.
Tien had been left in the power scaling dust for a while.
But I think other than the old martial arts tournament from Dragon Ball and when he fight Nappa, because he always ground against Nappa a little bit too. And this right here. But I don't think Yamcha ever had a shining moment inside. The serious thing about it now, Tien had some moments. Shout out to this moment when he sacrificed himself. I can't remember yet anymore. Krillin had too many memorable moments. But Yajirobe even had a more memorable moment. Wait. Yeah, Yamcha he's the L character. So
But
just
with
taking
Cell
L's
moments
all
away from
around.
perfection, the Earthling gave power levels a middle finger and got to work. He unleashed one tri-beam after another, and then another, holding down semi-perfect Cell through sheer force of will.
He called Tien an Earthling, right? But the eye. I always wanted to know about the eye.
While it didn't do much lasting damage, it bought enough time for Krillin and 18 to run off. However, the real victory was Tien proving he's still one of Dragon Ball's coolest characters. Number
Wait.
24, Ultra Instinct Kamehameha. Dragon Ball
Hold on,
Super.
this one when he
As the fusion of kale and cauliflower from the 6th universe, Kefla has power for
Why?
days. Ultra Instinct, on the other hand, is pure style.
Behold the power of Ultra Instinct.
If Goku had been hit by just one of Kefla's blasts, it would have been game over.
Yeah,
he
I think so
dodged
too.
every single strike with
I think so.
finesse, and even managed to charge up a Kamehameha in
Wait,
the meantime.
this
When Kefla
glide
fired off her
Kamehameha,
ultimate
boy.
attack, Goku didn't just ignore
Look at
it,
the
he
glide
used it
across
as a
the
runway
wide.
to slide all the way to an up-close and personal
Hey,
finisher.
look at glide across the wide and point blank in her face, bro. Hey,
Way to fight off her
let's see that
ultimate
again, baby.
attack, Goku didn't just
Look
ignore
at
it,
boy,
he used
glide
it as a
on the
runway
wide.
to slide all the way to an up-close
Boy,
and
look
personal
up on that
finisher.
flicking. I kill you. Point blank.
Let's not
I
mince
feel
words.
sorry, bro.
This is one of the coolest Kamehamehas there's ever been and ever will be.
I think that
Sorry, Kefla, Goku takes
no,
this
babe, that
one
is the
handily.
coolest.
Number 23,
Wait, the only coolest Kamehameha next to that. Oh, LIS couple, because it's the Warp Kamehameha what he used on Cell. Then it was the Kamehameha what he was against Vegeta in their first battle. And then, for those who watch the World's Strongest, if you all know the old movies, in the World's Strongest, that Kamehameha what he was against Dr. Willow was a Kamehameha. You can't forget the father son Kamehameha too. I mean, but that was Gohan and him. But in terms of this Goku, that was the best Kamehameha. That Kamehameha against Kefla, that hands down the best one. That's the best one. I ain't gonna lie.
Future Gohan's death. Dragon Ball Z, History of Trunks. Goku doesn't save the day this time. In fact, he's gone, just like most of the other heroes. In this alternate timeline, the androids have turned Earth into their personal playground.
Wait, they had a crazy future. Jesus, they had a crazy future.
Future Trunks and his mentor Gohan are the only ones left to save humanity. And by the end, well, it's down to just Trunks. With no Dragon Balls and no Master, the Saiyan is left
transformation
truly
was
alone.
epic, I ain't gonna lie.
Gohan's death is
This was epic.
heartbreaking and bleak, but that same grim tone leads to one of the most empowering Super Saiyan transformations in all of Dragon Ball.
God.
Because of that, the ending to History of Trunks feels like the series at its best. Number 22, Tournament of Power Team Up. Dragon Ball Super. You could say Goku and Frieza have a bit of a rocky relationship, but with the fate of the whole universe at stake, they put aside their differences to face Jiren with everything they've got.
If I need to pummel him again, so be it.
He's just some extra insurance.
There's no better way to describe it than pure pulse-pounding adrenaline. It's got killer music, outstanding animation, and some backup from Android 17. It all culminates with Goku and Frieza unleashing a power-up roar that's guaranteed to leave chills up and down your body.
fact
Jiren
that
the
them
Grey
two was
may be an
working together
unbeatable titan on his
was
own, but
crazy.
even he can't resist the utter hype of seeing Goku and Frieza finally on the same team.
Real.
Number 21, Kid Buu versus the Spirit Bomb. Dragon
Hey.
Ball Z. Well, you can't say Z doesn't end with a bang. Or should we say bomb? Either way, the fact of the matter is, Kid Buu wasn't going down to any basic attacks. Goku needed to win it in a single decisive strike, and what's more decisive than a global spirit bomb? With a clutch assist from Hercule of all people, Goku collects energy from every corner of the globe. Longtime friends, everyday civilians, and even a few forgotten comrades join in. Together, it forms the biggest spirit bomb in the series at that point. Kid Buu may disagree, but we can't imagine a higher note for Z to end on.
Like, this is a good ending to see.
Number 20,
So.
Goku's first Great Ape transformation, Dragon Ball.
Like, what's so crazy about this, right? Like I said, I was watching Dragon Ball Z before I know about Dragon Ball. Like, I discovered Dragon Ball. This is like primary school or like elementary school for some of y'all. But I read this moment here, like when they got captured in a manga. And I didn't even know what mangas was at the time because I bought it as like, let me get this comic because I was like, it'd say Dragon Ball, and I watched Dragon Ball Z because I saw Goku as a kid. Didn't know nothing, but then I see like, okay, it was backwards because like, they never know what a manga was. See, they say it's a regular books go from left to right, but they go from right to left. And I witnessed this whole thing in the manga before I even knew about this existed. Ooh. And I, up to this day, still upset that I didn't take better care of it because I think it got thrown away at some point in time. I wish I took better care of that because I don't even think that issue would even be around this day and age.
Goku, be very careful not to look at the moon!
Goku seems like an open book with no secrets. That is until he and his friends are captured by Emperor Pilaf for the second time. Trapped in a prison with thick walls, yet with a view of the sky, Goku worries about a monster coming out during the full moon. He relates that his grandpa was killed by such a creature, though he's never seen it himself, as he wasn't allowed to look at the full moon. Everyone else is able to put two and two together, but Goku looks at the moon anyway.
Mhm.
And the little
At
monkey
least that
boy
helped them
turns
escape.
into a
That's a
huge
good thing.
great ape, or Uzaru.
Helped them escape.
It's technically Goku's first transformation and foreshadows his Saiyan heritage.
That's the only time I think Goku ever transformed.
Number 19, Bardock
Pink.
charges Frieza. Dragon Ball Z Bardock, the father of Goku. Like
This
Cassandra
is
of
epic.
Greek mythology, Bardock's warnings of future doom fail to reach his people. So, Goku's dad decides to take the fight to Frieza by himself. The Saiyan warrior charges Frieza's ship, assaulted by dozens of the tyrant's men.
Goku definitely get his battle tactics from Bardock for sure.
Despite getting tackled mid-air and attacked from all angles, Bardock refuses to go down. He ultimately confronts Frieza and gives him a piece of his mind and launches an attack at him. Unfortunately, the frosty Space Emperor puts a halt to Bardock's dream of freeing his people with a single finger.
Yes, I see now. It's you, my son. You are the one who will defeat Frieza.
Yet, even if it's ultimately futile, Bardock's proud last stand still gives us chills.
I only wish I could.
I wish Goku to get to be
Bardock.
Bardock.
Chance. Goodbye, my son.
I wish nothing.
Number 18, Gohan Beast. Dragon
Still
Ball
ain't
Super
watched this yet.
Superhero.
I have to
Son
watch this.
Gohan doesn't get many chances to shine in the Dragon Ball Super era, but this movie changed that in a big way.
Wait, and then it suck how they nerf Gohan. Excuse me. They nerf my boy after he beats him. They nerf dog. I mean, cool, let him go to school, right? But at least let him do some training, dog. He literally just was normal after that. Like, and he literally had the potential to be the strongest character in the series. Or maybe still second strongest to Goku.
During
I like
he and
that.
Mr. Piccolo's battle against the enormous Cell
Mr.
Max,
Piccolo.
Cell 2.0 uses an attack that seemingly kills Gohan's mentor. This prompts a powerful and mysterious new transformation from Gohan that unleashes his inner beast, which constitutes red eyes and spikier white hair.
Is that all you've got?
I gotta watch this thing. I know it's been over a long
Guess
time.
it's my turn.
Cell 2.0 and
The
all
fun
that.
doesn't last long, but seeing Gohan stop Cell Max in his tracks and fire off Piccolo's signature special beam cannon to finish off the villain is immensely
Spoiler.
satisfying. Plus, the sheer aura of the transformation is downright beastly.
Special beam cannon!
I should have known I would have come into spoiler territory watching this. Hopefully
Number
I'll forget about it by the
17,
time I
it's
watch
over
it.
9,000.
Hopefully.
Dragon Ball Z. Some people may not be on board with anime dubs, but they've given us some of the anime fandom's greatest memes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Vegeta,
Because
what
I
did
like
you say
sub,
his power
but
level is?
this moment, you know,
It's over 9,000! 9,000?
Case
come
in
on.
point, this line from
Come on, hold on.
Over 9,000!
No. That must see when the Goku looks so mashed up. What the hell? But no, but the Dragon Ball, I remember watching the dub. I don't know, that might have been Ocean dub, still doing a dub for them, maybe. But, you know, but he's more like it's over 9,000. Like he was screaming with it, but he wasn't just
You say his power level is? It's over 9,000!
like he just disgusted it.
9,000?
Case in point, this line from the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z, when Goku
That's
returns
Ocean.
to life in a
No, but that ain't Ocean dub. Unless it's been a long time since they had it. No, but I don't think that's Ocean dub, babe. It sounds like the voice.
to fight Nappa and Vegeta, he powers up to reveal his true strength.
I remember it being more
Nappa,
epic.
incredulous at the drastic
It would have been,
increase,
yeah,
asks
so.
Vegeta what Goku's power level is according to the Scouter. Although the original script calls for the line to be that it's over 8,000, the Ocean dub famously changed the line to, say it with us, it's over 9,000.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
The angry line reading and Nappa's disbelieving response have become one of the internet's most celebrated memes.
It's over 9,000!
That's a great
Number
dub.
16 rated
That-
memes.
It's over 9,000!
That's the
Number
OG
16,
one. That's a great dub.
instant transmission Kamehameha. Dragon Ball Z. Goku's match against
Yes.
Cell has a ton of cool
Exactly.
moves and memorable set pieces, but this one takes the cake.
But he thought Goku free Cody, but to blow the planet, babe.
He begins
Shoot, I
charging
was
up a
thinking that more.
Kamehameha while in mid-air, which has everyone from his friends to Cell thinking that he'll blow up the planet
Wait.
if he lets it. Has
Even
everyone from
Vegeta was
his
like,
friends to Cell
no, wait,
thinking that
no,
he'll
don't
blow
do
up the
this. Don't
planet
do
if he
this.
lets it fly.
Goku wouldn't dare emit the
Vegeta's like,
Kamehameha
oh,
wave
but
attack
this
from
nigga,
there.
he snuffed.
He'll destroy the Earth if he does.
However, at the last moment, Goku performs an instant transmission to teleport directly in front of Cell. The ensuing blast is fired upwards and vaporizes the upper half of Cell's body. Cell might regenerate soon afterwards, but the clever and badass application of some of Goku's moves helped make this a very memorable sequence.
Yeah.
Number 15, Piccolo's Sacrifice. Dragon Ball Z. Although well
Hey.
established as a hero now, Piccolo begins the series as a villain.
Yeah,
After
babe.
kidnapping Gohan to train for a year,
You nigga
the Demon
sacrifices
King's
ever
son
go on
teams
like
up
that,
with the
babe?
Z
That was
fighters
sick.
to battle the Saiyans when they arrive on Earth.
Something's changed. No matter what happens to you, Gohan, I will always be there to protect you.
However, Piccolo has more heart than his dad and bonds with Gohan during that year spent together. So when Gohan's life is in danger from one of Nappa's attacks, he rushes to stand in the way, taking the attack for his young protege. Dying to save his surrogate son is the ultimate culmination of Piccolo's character development.
Hey, this is about to say Piccolo is Gohan, Big Brother slash stepdad.
And it has left a lasting impression on both him and the fans.
I want to thank you.
Just
Yeah,
hold
man,
on
don't
a
cry,
little
babe.
longer.
Number 14, Goku goes Super Saiyan 4, Dragon Ball GT. Most of the Super Saiyan transformations look alike. Spiky hair of various colors and length. Wash, rinse, repeat. However, GT took a different route. After transforming into a golden gray ape while battling Baby, Goku loses control of himself. It's only through Pan's efforts and a photo of his friends and family that he's able to regain his sense of self. This also sparks a new transformation, which sees Goku obtain a black spiky-haired
GT Super
red
Saiyan 4,
form
like,
dubbed Super Saiyan 4. The form's embrace of the
yo, okay, yeah, it was red. It wasn't black. I think Vegito made it black. I can't remember, but like the eyes, the fur design, like
for
it
the
just.
Saiyans and unique color scheme truly helps it stand out, and it left a big impact.
Diamond one doesn't stand a chance.
Goku's gotten much stronger.
While GT has a lot of
Oh.
issues, this transformation isn't one of them.
You've gone too far. Now you've got to deal with me.
Number 13, Vegito is born.
Boy,
Getting
when
Vegeta to help
Vegito first
Goku
come on the
usually
scene,
proves
bro.
a Herculean
Nah, my first time seeing them two Fusion again was Fusion Reborn. I actually watched Fusion Reborn movie on VCR. A lot of y'all probably know what VCR is, but yeah. Right, and that's my, let me see. Yeah, that was my first Dragon Ball Z in sub form in any in the series or movie. That was my first one. And from then, I've been a sub fan. I couldn't really get sub unless you actually bought the videotapes or whatever, but over here, nobody's watching it in English. But once I was able to start watching it in sub, like, that was it. It was Fusion Reborn. When I saw them turn into Gogeta for the first time when they fighting John. No, Goku transformation to Super Saiyan 3 in that movie will forever be epic. Forever be one of the best Super Saiyan. You all think Super Saiyan 3 transformation in the Z Saga, like they get going in the Buu Saga was solid. It was. But Fusion Reborn, listen to me. Fusion Reborn, Super Saiyan 3 transformation was top there, like the best one, no lie.
task, no matter the situation.
What do you call a Vegeta and a Goku? Vegito sounds alright.
However, with their friends and family dead at Boo's hands, Goku is able to unbend his rival's pride to get him to fuse together using the Potara earrings, if only for the sake of avenging them. The resulting fusion, who dubs himself Vegito, then goes on to battle Super Boo.
Would you look at me? I'm setting records.
Goku and Vegeta are perhaps two of the most popular DBZ characters, so seeing them combine into one person is truly a "you've got chocolate in my peanut butter" moment.
If you mean am I superior to you in every way, then yes.
Number 12, Goku's first death, Dragon Ball Z.
Kakarot, you're a fool! How do you expect to dodge that beam and hold me at the same time?
Back of very straight.
You're right, I can't. We'll both go.
Dying is practically a rite of passage for Dragon Ball characters, but it never gets easier seeing our favorites get killed. Goku may be the franchise's protagonist, but it isn't until Z that he joins the club, so to speak. Raditz proves the most powerful opponent he has faced until that point, with not even he and Piccolo working together, able to easily defeat his Saiyan brother. However, Goku is willing to take Piccolo's Special Beam Cannon too, if it means stopping Raditz and saving the world.
Special beam cannon, fire!
Longtime viewers lamented Goku's death, while everyone who started with DBZ was shocked that the apparent hero dies in the first few episodes, and neither group is likely to forget.
I'll see you
Like,
soon.
Goku die. I thought that was it. Totally forgetting
Number
about the Dragon
11,
Balls.
Goku goes Super Saiyan 3.
I guess
Dragon
finish
Ball
talking about
Z.
this.
This is a Super Saiyan. And this is what is known as a Super Saiyan that has ascended past a Super Saiyan. Or You could just call this a Super Saiyan 2.
Usually when there's a new Super Saiyan form, Goku's the one who debuts it first. Although he isn't the first to go Super Saiyan 2, more on that later, he is the first to reach the next stage. Goku explains the stages of Super Saiyan to Boo and Babidi while facing them, demonstrating each in turn. And then he starts powering up at the cost of his remaining time on Earth.
Who's the first one?
And
Wait,
this?
Broly?
What's he doing?
Broly's on Super Saiyan first, if I'm not
Is
mistaken.
to go even further beyond.
As Goku screams louder and louder, the whole world shakes from the power coming off of him.
Oh, to go on
Finally,
actually go Super
he's
Saiyan 2
revealed to
before
have
him.
even longer Super Saiyan hair and starts trancing Boo with his incredible power. There are a lot of great transformation scenes, but this one managed to go even further beyond our expectations.
I'm sorry that took so much longer than the others, but I haven't had much occasion to practice this one. This is what I call a Super Saiyan 3.
Number 10, Goku defeats King Piccolo. Dragon Ball.
6 to 89.
I will never stop until
What
I've
is this?
defeated you.
That's three.
Arguably
Looking at
the
these dates.
strongest foe that Goku faces as a child is King Piccolo. The vile Namekian battles the young fighter as his previous opponent Tien Shenhan watches.
I have you now.
However, after Goku proves surprisingly strong, Piccolo resorts to taking Tien hostage. This allows him to break or
Oh,
injure
what
nearly
does?
all of Goku's limbs. We say nearly because
They
Goku's
blow a
right
rock.
arm remains unharmed. King Piccolo is confident in his victory, but Goku manages to propel himself using a Kamehameha to punch straight through his opponents.
It's time for your terror to end!
Power punch, bro.
Not only is this a brutal and creative finish, but this moment
Nice.
also marks the birth of Goku's rival and later ally, Piccolo Jr. Number 9, Father-Son Kamehameha, Dragon Ball Z. Speaking of finishing moves, DBZ has its fair share of memorable ones too.
Now you die.
In the finale of the Cell Saga, Gohan is engaged in a beam struggle against Cell. The green monstrosity is stronger than ever after his resurrection, and
School of Finish
Gohan
watch
can
this
only use one arm. However, with some coaching from his late papa Goku, Gohan delivers a Kamehameha that overcomes Cell and vaporizes him for good.
Let it out, Gohan! Do it now!
Anytime multiple characters do a Kamehameha is cool, but the fact that one of them is a ghost and it's done to defeat a big bad as Cell ensured that fans would never forget it.
Now's your chance.
Yeah, these flashing lights. Dragon Ball Z. That shit.
It left us hungry
Right.
for more, enough to eat a horse in fact. Number 8, Goku's Goodbye, Dragon Ball GT. Look, GT gets a lot of flack, but we'll give it this. It knew how to do an ending.
I have more crazy relatives
Yeah,
than
but-
I'll ever know what to do with. And they're all heroes.
In the future,
I
after
wanted to
all
see
the other
this play
Dragon
out to see how
Warriors
far to
or
go,
Z
but-
fighters have passed on,
Goku
we
Jr.,
see
Vegeta
Goku's
Jr. Not a
granddaughter
story
Pan
progressing,
at a
eh?
tournament. She spots her grandfather in the crowd, and while she loses him, we follow Goku as flashbacks from throughout the Dragon Ball franchise play.
Grandpa? Let me through, please.
After seeing how far we've come, the narrator assures us that should the world need him again, Goku will return. The dub even has Goku signing off himself as he flies away on Nimbus, power pole in hand. The
Right.
franchise has come full circle. While we did meet again, we couldn't hope for a more fitting ending
See
than
him
this
with the
one.
power pole and Nimbus. What he start with? What a face.
Number 7, the first Kamehameha, Dragon Ball. In the annals of anime attacks, the Kamehameha is among the most iconic, which is why its debut all the way back in Dragon
Wait,
Ball
full
remains
power
close
Roshi?
to fan
First time
hearts.
seeing that.
Goku and company call
Wait, the first time I see full power Roshi, I was like, bro. That's why they call the Master Roshi. That's why He got the Dynamaster with that.
on Master Roshi to put out a fire on
Bro.
Fire Mountain.
Now watch this. It's the Master's Kamehameha wave.
While the old man appears doddering and incapable at first, Roshi soon bulks up and
Roshi
lets
gets
loose
serious,
his
but he
famous
serious.
beam attack, putting out the fire and destroying the mountain. Goku is quite impressed and decides to try it out for himself, managing it easily, and the rest
Real.
is history.
May, ha, may, ha!
Number 6,
Yo,
Trunks slices free.
This is definitely Trunks' most badass moment ever. This is how you introduce a character. This way he introduced himself with all the smoke. No, hey, listen, wait.
Frieza, Dragon Ball Z.
You're about to find out what it's like to fight a real Super Saiyan. And I'm not talking about Goku.
See how long
The
Goku take the
introduction of
deal with
Trunks
Frieza,
into
and he
the
just come right there
series
and
is
just
among the most impactful and memorable in the show. Frieza has arrived on
together.
Earth, his dad in tow, and seemingly stronger with his cyborg modifications. But then Trunks shows up, a mysterious youth with a sword. Not only that, but he's Super Saiyan as well.
Excuse me.
And the fact that he had a sword
this
too.
yours?
Right looking up there, right looking here in the camera up there.
After tanking a massive attack from Frieza, Trunks tosses an overly dramatic shot at the Space Emperor, only to surprise him from behind with his sword.
Hey, Frieza!
Oh, but he said over
Him
exact.
from tosses an overly dramatic shot at the Space
Yeah, I
Emperor,
like-
only to surprise him from
I always wanna
behind
know-
with his sword.
What with all the hand motion for the burning? It looks solid, but what it for?
Watching Trunks turn the franchise's biggest villain to this point into mincemeat instantly made an impression. It also made fans everywhere immediately label him as one of the coolest characters ever.
Real,
Number 5,
Real.
Vegeta's Sacrifice, Dragon Ball Z.
future Trunks to be
Vegeta
exact
is
is one of the
a
coolest
character
characters.
defined by his pride. After once again turning to evil in his
And
attempt
Controller
to
Trunks
surpass
are kind of
Goku,
cool too.
Vegeta finally returns to his senses during the battle with Majin Buu. He bids farewell to his son, Trunks, even knocking him out to prevent him from fighting. Even Piccolo telling Vegeta he'll go to hell isn't enough to deter him.
You, on the other hand, have spent your life in pursuit of your own selfish desires. You've caused too much pain. When you die, you will not receive the same reward. Oh well. So be it.
With one last blast, the Prince of All Saiyans makes one final atonement in death in his attempt to kill Buu.
Trunks, Bulma, I do this for you. And yes, even for you, Kakarot.
This may not be the end for Vegeta, but it does mark a major turning point for his character.
Yeah,
at last
yeah,
becoming
like-
a proper hero.
That's-
Even the
that right there is
narrator came
Vegeta
back
character
to pay
change.
respects.
And so, one of the Earth's greatest warriors has vanished in a blinding flash of light, having made the ultimate sacrifice for the sake of his loved ones. His name was Vegeta, a proud Saiyan prince.
Number 4, Goku and Vegeta's Beam Clash,
Mhm.
Dragon Ball Z. There are
This
beam
fight-
struggles, and then there's this.
Wait,
Vegeta and Goku's first
this
battle
the-
is
I
loaded
think
with
this the best
iconic
beam
moments.
struggle ever.
This is easily the one everybody thinks of first.
Alright,
Goku
but-
goes all out with Kaioken, which puts his body on the line, managing to overwhelm Vegeta.
This shouldn't be happening. I don't understand. I am a super elite. Now he's sealed his fate. This planet is history. I'll destroy everything. Everything. Do you hear me, Kakarot?
Insulted that a lower class foe has injured him, Vegeta decides to blow up the planet with his Gallic gun. With no other option, Goku fires a Kamehameha to meet it.
Gallic gun!
It's still like the Ocean dub voice actors though.
Oh no!
Not
If
taken
I
away
knew
from
this
the
was going to
the
happen,
Sin
it would
came
be
after,
more
but
pizza
Ocean
and
dub
ice
ones.
cream.
Ocean up voice actress, the best thing. I could have played.
Goku pushes his Kaioken even further to come out on top, in this exchange at least. The image of their two attacks meeting is burned into Dragon Ball fans' brains, like Vegeta's anger at Goku.
Kaioken! No! Goku! Time
That's bro. Like, I remember being a kid watching this free kid right out, like I am right now, actually.
Number 3, Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 transformation, Dragon Ball Z. New trans.
We at the top 3 right now. I looking over here at the camera up here, dog. Anyways, we in the top 3. And this number 3. I'm not sure what number 2 could be, but I know for sure I know what number 1 could be. At this point in the video, shoot, even at the beginning of the video, you should know what the number 1 moment could be. And I ain't gonna say it. We know what the number 1 moment could be.
Transformations always make a big splash. Gohan's battle against Cell looks dire as he's thrown against the cyborg Bugman with little preamble. And when Cell unleashes his brood of Cell Juniors against Gohan's friends, the young fighter can only watch.
Please, drop your restraints. Protect the life I loved. You have the strength. My scanners sensed it. Just let it go.
An emotional speech from Android 16, hoping to inspire
Gohan,
takes a dark turn as Cell stomps on the cybernetic man's head, killing 16. Turns out that was enough to push Gohan over the edge.
I won't watch this anymore!
With a haunting cry and plenty of tears, Gohan reaches Super
like another low-key solid moment of Gohan, he was a Super Saiyan 2, was in the BoJack movie. That was good too.
Saiyan 2. With the crackle of lightning and the drying of tears, we know that the son has surpassed the father, for the moment at least. Number 2, Ultra Instinct, Dragon Ball Super. The Tournament of Power has plenty of hype moments, but the one that literally broke the internet was this one.
First turn,
Seriously,
Ultra Instinct
multiple
thing.
streaming sites went down.
Goku's done it, hasn't he? He's finally achieved it.
Yes.
Yeah, that Ultra
During
Instinct
Goku's
raw?
fight
What
with
a freeze
Jiren,
thing.
our hero is on the cusp of
And in
mastering
dub and sub
Ultra
it sound good.
Instinct,
But
a
of course sub
technique
sound
that
better.
allows him to dodge attacks effortlessly. It's the whole attacking back part that Goku struggles with. But as Jiren aims to wring Goku out, the Saiyan fighter's power continues to rise, and he eventually starts hitting back with his aura and hair taking on a divinely shimmering light.
This is the true power, complete in all its majesty.
As far as modern Dragon Ball goes, it doesn't get much more hype than this. That's
Wait.
why we have to go back.
This is Autonomous Ultra Instinct!
Like Ultra Instinct. But that transformation was epic too. But
Before we continue, be sure to
Nothing
subscribe
could-
to our
I know
channel
what number
and
one
ring the
could be.
bell to get notified about our latest
nothing could top
videos.
number
You
1.
have the option to be
We know what
notified
number
for
1 could
occasional
be.
videos or all of them.
Everybody's
If you're
favorite
on your
moment
phone,
or
make
one
sure
of your
to go
favorite
into your
moments from the
settings
series.
and switch on notifications. Number 1, Goku goes Super Saiyan,
What else it could
Dragon
be?
Ball Z.
What else
When
it could
it
be?
comes to anime transformations,
Wait,
Super Saiyan
this?
is arguably the most iconic of all.
Wait, this? Before taking the internet by storm was a thing? This? Listen to me. This take. Oh man, wait, dog. Wait, the amount of people we was talking about this in school for the longest of times, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Why when this play going Super Saiyan for the first time, dog? You always hear them talk about the Super Saiyan. You almost saw Vegeta going Super Saiyan when he get revived by Dende. But to actually see the Super Saiyan, bro, dog.
And the debut rocked the Dragon Ball fan.
And then, nigga, he killed Krillin. He killed Krillin. What a sick dog. He killed Krillin. You want to kill the man, best friend who we grew up with, who all us grew up with. Wait, what? I almost gone Super Saiyan 2 when he killed Krillin.
And is still making waves decades later. Goku and company believe they've finally defeated Frieza.
If you think that your little friends can escape me, you're sadly mistaken.
Unfortunately, they're wrong. The evil tyrant reappears and kills Krillin.
Frieza, stop this!
Help me!
The death of his best friend sends Goku into a rage so great that his power skyrockets. The weather changes and his hair turns golden.
I still miss the classic animation style in this, regular.
Frieza isn't dealing with the average Saiyan warrior anymore, and fans weren't dealing with the average Dragon Ball either. This is peak Dragon Ball. Is there a Dragon Ball moment we forgot?